really just did not like the taste of cauliflower. I'm not sure, maybe if it was the way my mom prepared it. She either steamed it or drizzled cheese all over it. But we all know cheese isn't exactly that good for us anymore. But while I was visiting my friend Colin Campbell, his wife Karen came up with a really interesting way of making cauliflower the main dish, and it was fantastic. So I thought to myself, what if I bring in just a couple more vegetables? So I thought, let's try a gold potato and maybe some broccoli. Let's see how that turns out. Just get rid of that green stuff that's all over. And then I like to take my other smaller knife and just kind of cut into a circle. Just pop this out. Now that I've gotten myself a little cutout, I'm able to kind of see where I could start cutting into this cauliflower. See how it's breaking apart? It's not too hard. But the whole idea is to figure out a way to make it into a bite-sized piece. Not too small, not too big. So then I go ahead and I put them into my steamer.
Very clever guy.
So I go ahead and take off some of the leaves. Take off the flour, and I'll use that for another meal. Get the tough part of the broccoli, get rid of that, because it just doesn't steam up into it. It kind of gets a little bit chewy. But if you like it, hey, go for it. Put it into quarters, slice it in half lengthwise, and then again, slice it in half lengthwise, which will give me 4 pieces each cut. Now, a lot of people like to take off the skin of the potato. Me, I like the potato skin. Again, I'm just making them into bite-sized pieces. Now, I need to wash all these vegetables. So let's go ahead and wash them. So you can see I've added cauliflower, broccoli stalks, and a potato. But what if we added an onion? So now that I've cleaned and cut up the vegetables into bite-sized pieces, I'm gonna go ahead and steam it for about 20 minutes until they're nice and tender. Now the sauce is actually kind of simple. It's 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 3 tablespoons of miso, and some unsweetened almond milk. Now when adding the unsweetened almond milk, I usually just mix it in until it gets that consistency like a sauce. And as you can see, it's already starting to get to that consistency that's pretty good. So sometimes I like to put in just a little bit more, just so it's a little bit more liquidy, so it can get all around all of those vegetables. Now keep in mind, I'm going to be putting this in the oven, so we want to be able to have it mix in quite well. Well, there you go. There was 2 ounces. Now, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and add a little bit of lemon pepper. I like lemon pepper. Just get a couple pinches of lemon pepper, some paprika, a little bit of paprika in there, just to kind of give it that color. If you want to spice things up, I use a little bit of chili powder. It's all up to you. Some garlic powder. Remember, garlic powder is a little bit stronger because it's so fine. And then I like to put in a little bit of salt and pepper. But this is all up to you. And always, salt is always optional. But I like to put a little bit of salt in it. Now, continue to mix this up so it's a nice consistency. let's check on our vegetables. Oh, they're looking really, really good. Now the thing is, you probably want to check to see if the potatoes are done. You just kind of make sure that they're soft. Yep, those are pretty good, ready to go. Let me get my casserole dish. You can just go ahead and, you know, put them in. That looks about good. If you want to put more, that's fine. But as you can see, it's looking pretty good right now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour this over the vegetables. Stir it up just a little bit so all of the sauce gets kind of evenly distributed around all those vegetables. Just got to be careful not to break up the potatoes or, you know, mush them up. There you go. Now, the last thing I like to do is put a little breadcrumbs on here. So now let's go ahead and put this in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. Well, I've just taken it out of the oven. It took a little bit longer than I thought, maybe 25 minutes at 350, but boy, this smells fabulous. Vegetables like this is just amazing. So creating a casserole as cauliflower as your main dish can prove to be an amazing taste. I love the way the miso mixes with the nutritional yeast. This is sure to please your family. How much protein do you think we need?